Well, hello. Hello, everyone. How are we today? How art thou? I'm so glad that you're here with me. We'll give some people a chance to gather in the building. And I will greet you appropriately and put the appropriate Shondo in the chat. Um, Let me introduce some people that are on to grow and learn with me. Um, First, we have Abby Reviews.
Hello, everyone.
We have Willie BTV. And we have It's Me D.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, baby, nice.
Hey, BB Nice. And so, y'all, I started this maybe a couple weeks ago. I did the first one, which is I called it Do It Yourself. It was basically a beginner's guide to how to start your channel and some tips and things to help people out. And I did get a lot of feedback from that video. And one of the things that we discussed in the video was thumbnails and the power of a good thumbnail. Um, hey, the cat's meow. Hey, BB Nice. Hey, Mama of Six. Hey, Gammy of Three. So, we're going to continue that. And today we are going to be creating our own thumbnails. Now, because I do my thumbnails on my phone, I'm going to do it on my phone with you as well. And so my wonderful students hopefully will follow along, and hopefully you will follow along as well on your own phone at home. We're going to make a couple fun thumbnails. We're going to do this the old fashioned art. I'm going to show you the hard way first, and then it'll get easier. Okay. So, and I did this for my wonderful sis, Abby, because I told her
He
just like
hates my thumbnails.
just
I
like
love your
teaching.
thumbnails, though.
Hello, one teacher here. Thank you.
Damn, I
Um,
can't
okay. You can. No, but seriously though, just like Abby is working with Big Sis Really Big TV on her makeup tips, I am going to work with Abby on her thumbnails. And I'm not saying that she can't continue to do them in the manner that she does, but they can always be spiced up and livened up. Hopefully, it's me. D might want to make a thumbnail or two for himself, spicing it up and livening it up. And I'll show you how to do certain things to give it that pop, that pizzazz, and things like that. That make people go, "Oh, I like that." Okay. So let me put a couple things in the chat first. I want to put two apps that you're going to need in the chat. Um, Two apps. Give me just a moment. The first app that you are going to need is going to be this one. That app is for Adobe Photoshop. Um, but it's a scaled down version of Adobe Photoshop. It's not the full version, but it's a scaled down version. And I like this version of Photoshop because it allows you to crop pictures to the size of a YouTube thumbnail without watermarks. So because I'll show you, we're gonna go through like some of the process that I go through when I make my thumbnails, when I do like um, a screen capture of a picture, and then I'll take that picture and I'll scale it and crop it to the size of a YouTube thumbnail. Yes, ma'am.
that link that you put into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Adobe Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
So I have iPhone. So
Okay,
it's
so hold
the
on. I got you.
side.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
For iPhone, look for Adobe Photoshop Editor. The name, I'll put the name of it in the chat. Hold on. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'll put the name of it in the chat. I apologize for that. I know you are Apple, and I am nothing Apple. I hate all things Apple, but I got you.
We got it. That's fine. That's fine.
So this
Adobe.
this is the name of the app, and search for that.
Sorry, I had to get up and get my iPad, and I know you didn't want to see booty cheeks
Oh,
on your.
oh.
I had DA shorts on, so I just sorry.
Hey Des.
Booty,
Hey,
booty, booty.
if
Right.
anybody wants to come on and do this with us and practice along and learn with us, you can. Um, I'll put the link if I can in the chat. I hope you got it. I do ask that if you do decide to come on, I need to see your face so I can see who you are to make sure you're not like a troll or something. So yeah. So did you find it, really, B?
I believe I found the correct one, sir. It looks like the same icon as the
Okay.
one on the Google. So I'm just waiting for it to download now.
Okay.
Which one? Wait, really? Be which one did you pick? Because I got Adobe
Photoshop
Photoshop
Express Photo.
Express Photo Editor. Got it.
It says Collage Maker Edit Raw Pictures. But it had the same like icon and
It
the
has
same
the same
picture
icon.
as the
Yeah.
Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that should be it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta click the button.
Click the damn button.
It took me a minute. Oh wait, and it's gotta see my face.
All right.
It's a lot happening.
And then there's one more app that we're going to use. And that's going to be this one. Give me a second to put the title of it for my Apple users. You could actually make thumbnails in that Adobe Photo Editor. I've done it many times. It's just I would do that for my more advanced thumbnail makers. And so since this is the one for beginners, I wanted to do the one that is already kind of like user friendly, plug and play. I can, make it look real nice and professional without a whole lot of work on my end. So I wanted to do that first. Hey, Amber Cotton. Let me know if you find that one really be.
Is this the one right here, LTD?
Let me see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me make you big. Let me make you bigger so I can see what you're showing me.
Is it that one?
I believe so. My thumbnail looks
No problem.
like my thumbnail looks like this. That's what mine looks like.
I don't have that. That doesn't come up.
But that might be it. It just may be different for oh God, what are you doing? Are you ready? Person in the background. Give me a thumbs up. Oh dear God. Oh boy, y'all ain't see what he was doing back
Oh,
there.
you know what?
No, y'all did not see what he was doing back there.
Why he got this thing on his face?
Boy said he's not playing with y'all. He said he's not playing with y'all.
Hey boo, why do you have a? Okay, all right. Fix it, guy.
All right. Did you download that really B?
Yeah, I actually already had that one. Remember I told you I typed in and that's what came up. So I'd already had it.
Okay.
And I've tried to use it a couple of times. I've played around with it a little bit.
All right, we're gonna play around today.
That's what he said.
Child. You know what? I'm doing this with me. All right.
I'm happy to do all this at home.
Okay, so we're going to recreate one of my thumbnails from my channel just as practice. Um, I'm looking. I think the one that I wanted to do was a easy one, which was my thumbnail for my Love and Hip Hop Miami season 3, episode 10. And, and that thumbnail looked like this. That thumbnail right there.
Okay.
All right, that's the finished product. That's what we're going with, okay?
Okay.
That is going to be our
Okay.
finished product. And you know that now. Hold on, y'all. Let me get everything set up. Get my life in order. Let me get my life in order.
Give me one
Let me
second.
just,
I gotta talk
huh?
to my mother.
Wait, I don't know what just happened, but all right, give me one moment, y'all. Be with you in just a moment. What did you do, El Teddy? That's not what you did. Maybe it did. No, it's not what you did. What did you do, El Teddy? You would think that as a teacher I would be prepared, and normally I am, but no, I closed something out that I shouldn't have closed, and now I got to open it back again. So I apologize for this delay, but that gives people who are still downloading a chance to download. Make sure they got everything up the way they want it to be up. There, you know that's not it. It must be. I'm gonna say here. Is it? I can't find. Yes, it's here. All right, it's here. Okay, I got it. All right. So, all right. So when I am, my inspiration for thumbnails is you got to always know what you want the people to see. And for me, when I'm making a thumbnail, I usually, when I watch a show and I do my reviews, I'm gonna, since we're doing a review show, I'm going to talk about how I make my thumbnails for that. So when I'm doing a review show, in my mind, I always have either a character or a moment or a scene that stuck out to me as the memorable character or the memorable scene in that particular episode. And so what I generally do is I say, oh, that was a funny scene, or that was real crazy, or that was real out of control. And so, for example, when I watched that episode of Love and Hip Hop, Miami, it was the scene with Trick Daddy and Joy. So what I do is I start to go on a hunt. First thing I do sometimes is I'll try to do a Google image search for that episode, but a lot of times that doesn't give me what I want. So what I'll do is I'll actually go to YouTube, and I go to YouTube and I'll type in that episode. So if I type Love and what was that, episode 10? Yes, Love and Hip Hop. And we're typing this in, Love and Hip Hop Miami season 3. I type it all out, episode 10 in my search on YouTube, right? And I didn't even open YouTube. I was doing it in Google because I'm stupid like that. But so when I do that, let me go back. All right, let's do this real fast. Okay. Oh boy. Season 3, episode 10. Right. I'll do something like I'll click on I'll type it in, right? And so you'll find some of those hacker YouTube pages that show the whole show. Okay, let me turn around. I forgot to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna turn around. You all won't see me a lot. I'm gonna show you from my phone. The reason that I'm doing it from my phone is because I literally want to show you how it goes on my phone and how it looks when I'm doing it from my phone. So I just want you to see. Stop, super phone. All right. So if I'm looking here, right, on my phone, this one right here that came up, it says Love and Hip Hop Miami. It's a full episode. It has 41 minutes and 36 seconds. And as you notice, you can see that's the whole episode right there, right? So what I do is I literally do like this. I'll fast forward to a scene that I want to see. Let's say it's that scene. Well, not that commercial. Let me let the commercial go by. Go by, silly commercial. All right, let's skip that. That looks like it's after the scene I need. We're looking for the scene with who Trick, right? Where was that scene at? The Trick. Oh, that was before this. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm looking for the scene, y'all. I literally do this. You're really seeing inside the process of me looking for a good thumbnail. So I'll look. Oh, here it is right here. All right. So what I do is I'll do like this. I'll turn it to the side and then I'll just do a screen capture on my phone like that. I'm just going to use that. And then I usually do like 2 or 3 of them because I never get the one that I want sometimes. So I do like 2 or 3 of them just to make it do what it do and to get what I want. So go. Oh, see? So I got like 4 or 5 screenshots, right? So then I take my phone and we're going to close that out. I don't need that anymore. Everybody got this screenshot. Everybody got a screenshot. I want you to do this with me. So you go and you get a screenshot. Everybody take a screenshot. Really, B, you got a screenshot? Put a thumbs up if you have a screenshot.
Of just anything?
Of any of the scenes, any scene that you want, whatever. I'm just using that same scene between Trick and Joy because that was this scene that I used in my original thumbnail. You could do any of the scenes, it doesn't matter. But my point is that as long as it's a scene that for you it is memorable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So go ahead. So you want to make sure that you have the right the one that you want. Okay. Now, you got one, Abby?
Yeah, I think so.
Or you have one.
One moment.
Okay. And like I said, I usually will do sometimes I do 5 or 6 because the way I have to do the screenshot, it may not necessarily be the right one. So I have to rewind and do it again. So I'll do like 5 or 6 ones to make sure which one ends up being the best one for me. And then after I do that, after I get like 5 or 6 different shots to make sure that I got one that I know I can work with, never go with just one. Make sure you get multiple, because if you go with just one and it's not the right one or the quality of it is not right, you're going to end up having to do more. So are you ready in the background? Sure.
What season? What? Okay. Season
Yes, no.
Episode 4. Okay. I'm just.
Right.
I can't find the episode. I keep finding reviews.
Huh? Or do
I said
like,
I keep finding reviews. I can't find just the episode.
or do this. Go to the VH1 because VH1 always gives you snippets.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So and just take any picture, random picture from the episodes. Sometimes I do that, like they'll give you snippets from a particular scene, and if that's the scene that I know that I want, I will go to VH1 and use theirs because theirs is usually going to be in HD quality.
Okay. So,
All right. So Abby, you're good.
yes. Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Really, B? Yes, no? You working on it?
I can't find nothing. I don't want to hold y'all up. Y'all go ahead. I
No, no, no,
can't
no.
find
Well,
nothing.
let me help you out. Really, B? Let me help. See, this is why I'm here. Did you go to VH1's YouTube website?
Yeah, I'm looking at a clip. It's a clip playing now. So
Okay. Do you know how to do a screenshot on your phone?
yeah.
Okay, just do a
So
screenshot.
I just did a screenshot. I just did a screenshot of anything. So I have. I guess I got it.
Okay, no problem.
I got it.
All right. So,
We'll figure it out.
right now that we have a picture that we want, what you need to do now is you need to open up. We're going to close out YouTube. We have our
But don't
screen.
we have to edit? We got to edit the picture though, right?
Right. That's what we're going to do now. So open
Oh,
up that Photoshop Express. All right. So I'm opening up Photoshop Express. All right. So um so here I am on my Photoshop Express. When you open it up, it gives you all. Oh, y'all. Oh, I probably shouldn't show that one at the bottom. Oh dear God, I want my
No, don't
page.
show that one at the bottom.
Yeah. So
We don't want to
anyway,
see that.
yeah. um. Anyway, what was I about to say? So let me see what picture. So you choose the picture you want. So I'm going to choose that first picture, right? So that's the picture right there. There it is. There's a picture of Trick and Joy, right? So what I'm going to do is this. If you look down at the bottom, hopefully you can see that. Down at the bottom, they have it's set on the one with the 3 circles that looks like what do we call it in teaching? The Venn diagram kind of 3 circle things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be set on that. We don't want that. Then there's a 2 circle, one with a white circle and one with a clear circle. And then the third one is like these 2 angles that are meshed together. And you
Okay.
want to choose that third one because that's the crop option. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody got that? Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When you choose the crop option, you literally are going to slide it over because it'll start off saying free size original device. You want to slide over until you get to where it says YouTube thumbnail. Okay. So right there it says YouTube thumbnail. And I'm going to click that and it's going to automatically adjust it to that my crop size to that size. All right. Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. So you see that little nasty little VH1 in the corner? I don't want that. I don't want no copyright infringement. I don't want them to say I stole nothing from them. So I always take it and I make it a little smaller. So I take that out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then I literally move the picture over so everything is kind of centered. Now I still have that little thing in the corner, so I'm gonna make it a little smaller. So I have that out of the corner and I'm gonna center some more. And now I have it centered and it's exactly like it's the exact size and pixel size that I need for my YouTube
Hey, Jaded.
thumbnail. Okay, hey Jaded. Everybody with me? And
Mm-hmm.
this is a real blurry picture. I normally would not choose this picture, but I'm just using it because just for the sake of instruction. So we can learn how to do it. All right. So once I have the image that I want, I know everything is cropped out that I don't want. I'm going to click in the top in that top right corner, I'm going to click export. When I click export, mine is already set, but normally I think the default is the one that says with the little mountains. Click on the one that says none.
Okay, wait a minute. I must have missed a step because my screen. What am I doing?
Let me go back. When I was here,
Right.
right? Do
Yeah.
you have an export in the top right corner?
Let me see. Okay, yeah. Where am I sending it to?
Did you click export?
Yeah. Well, I
All
guess
right, good.
I guess that's export. I don't know.
When I click export, it looks like this. Okay, it shows
Mine
me the
doesn't.
picture. It
Mine
gives
doesn't
me.
look like that.
Okay, let me
Let me see.
Well,
Hold
show
on.
me
Maybe
what
that's
yours
the
look
wrong
like.
thing. Hold
Show me what
on.
yours look like. Show me yours.
Let me see.
And I'll tell you what to do. Show me yours.
It looks like this.
Hold on. Pull it. Bring it closer. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. That's fine. That's fine. You're on the right page. You're on the right page. You're good. All right. So even though yours looks a little different, you're fine. You're on the right page. All right. So let me make myself bigger again. Yeah. All right. So what you want to do at this point, you want to make sure you have one of your options should say none. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
make
said it
sure you
nerd.
click on none. When you click on none, what happens is it won't have any watermarks or anything on there. So that way you have a clean picture to work with without watermarks. It won't say made by so and so. You want
Mm-hmm.
a clean picture, okay? Once you do that, I saw on yours really be it said camera roll. Yours, go ahead and click camera roll so it can save to your camera roll. On
Got it.
mine, on an Android, I would click save to device. Okay,
Got it. Yep.
everybody with me?
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm gonna click save to device. It gave me the little, prompt. Your photo was saved to your gallery. Now I'm gonna click out of there. I can close out of this app because I don't need it anymore. When I close, it's going to say, "Do you want to save changes before exiting?" No, I don't need to save changes because the picture is already on my phone in my gallery.
Right.
I don't need it
Right.
anymore. So I'm gonna click "Don't save," and then we're gonna go out. All right, everybody with me?
Sir.
So that's the easy part. We have our picture that we want. So now we're gonna go to the other app. I'm gonna go to the other app. When I click on the other app, it opens up like this. That's what it looks like for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, if I look closely, we're going to see that the first option says, I'm sorry, y'all. First option says create. Can y'all see that? Maybe. No. I'm trying to see if you can see it with my glare.
Um,
The first option says create. The second option says ready made. The third option says my save. The fourth option says my edit, rate, and then share. Do y'all have that?
Nope.
Let me see what you have. Hold on. See what you have. We'll go with what you have. Hold on.
I mean,
Let
it
me.
says thumbnail maker. I'm assuming that's just the one I would use.
I'm just trying to see what you have. Do you have one that says ready made? Wait, I can't really see that.
No.
I can't even read. What are your
It
options?
says thumbnail maker, channel art maker, my projects, cover maker, intro
Go to
maker,
thumbnail
live
maker.
star.
Go to thumbnail maker. I don't
Yeah, I
even.
figured that's the one I would just opt to choose. Yeah.
Foy, do you have Apple too?
I have
You have who?
Android.
Okay, good. So you're with me. You're a normal person, like some of these other people.
You could go straight to
What is
hell,
it that
normal
said?
person.
Talking in the wind. Nobody can hear nothing he said.
I'm outside. I'm inside now.
Um,
Indo.
Jada said hi too.
I
Really,
just don't want
show
to
me what it said
act
when you
out too
click on
much.
that.
It gives me layout options.
Okay. All right. I really feel like you might have a different app. I'm trying to think.
But as I'm saying, I told you that doesn't come up. What you showed doesn't come up on Apple. Unless Abby, did you find it? Because I didn't find it. It didn't come up on my phone.
I don't know which one I downloaded, honestly. I just have listen.
Yeah, the one.
I'm going along. I'm waiting for El Teddy. My picture is here. It's
Okay.
saved, and I'm waiting for next. Am I supposed to remove a background?
Okay,
There's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to. I'm just waiting for the next set of instructions.
Okay. Did you open the other? What other app? What app did you download? Show me the
I
app.
have Canva Pro.
Did you
I
down?
pay for this. Listen, we're not. We're not.
I understand that. I understand
Oh, hold on, y'all. I,
that. Oh man. Okay. But this is what I'm gonna do. A couple things. Okay. I'm gonna show you how to make one both in the photo editor, the Photoshop photo editor, and I'll show you how to do the one with the one that I'm gonna show you now. Okay. We'll do all of that. We'll make it easy for you. We'll accommodate everybody. Differentiated instructions. Differentiated instructions. I'm waiting for Abby. I don't know if she's with us. Are you with us, Abby? Am I frozen? Oh, okay. We can't
It's
You're
hear,
mine,
muted, Abby.
right?
You're muted.
hear you. That's what yours look like?
Yeah.
This what mine look like. I put the picture into the layout. Was I supposed to do that?
You
No.
went ahead. You wanted to be the smart student in class. Now, Foy, did you download? Did you go to the link that I sent, put in the chat for your thumbnail maker?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you opened it up, what did it look like?
Give me a second. Okay, so when I clicked on this.
Mm-hmm.
It should take me to the screen. Then I want to see this.
Yeah, no, not the Photoshop one, not the Photoshop one, the other one.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Yeah, angle it. We can't see. Okay, there we go. Okay, did you download that?
yeah.
Okay, and when you opened that, what happened?
It took me to the page like yours where I saw the create your thumbnail.
Okay, so it took you to this
Then
first page that I had that looked like this.
yeah, and I touched the upper left corner box.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want you to do that. Don't do that yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so really, be show me yours. That's what he said.
oh, sorry.
Go out, ma'am. You went ahead. You were real fast, real fast, real
Well,
fast.
all it showed was the layout. It just showed
Okay,
the
what are
layout.
your options? I can't. Let me try to make you bigger because it's hard for me to see
I
you.
mean,
I don't know how to make you bigger by yourself because I can't really see you.
You'll have to take us all out until she's the only one
Yeah,
left.
I'm gonna take her out. I take everybody out until she's the only one left. All right, really be. Show me yours.
I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Okay. Thumbnail collages. Okay.
Now I can scroll. A minute.
And that was the first page that came up when you opened it?
Yeah. And
You
these
didn't
are
click
some of the other
nothing.
options.
You didn't click nothing.
No, I didn't click nothing.
Okay. No problem. All right, let me bring my other students on. Abby, did you download anything or you just going with whatever you have?
I'm going with what I have. Would you like to see where I am?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Show and tell.
Y'all silly. Okay. If
Okay,
you,
so this is what you have.
this is what I have.
Okay. No problem.
I
Let's
just-
work with that. So you know
Oh,
what?
shoot, what did I do?
You being fast.
Not you being fast, God.
All right. So we're gonna start. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna do bare bones. Let's do it this way. Let's go back to Photoshop. All right. I'm gonna go back to Photoshop. We're gonna do it from Photoshop first. All right, let me take that off. Let me make myself big. All right, we're going back to Photoshop. Hold on to that app for it. Really be go back to Photoshop. We're going back to Photoshop. All right. Now, no, God, no. We don't want to see that, dear God. Why did
Oh my God. Was that somebody's business? Oh no.
Dear God. Lord. Hopefully YouTube didn't see that.
Oh, was that somebody's business? Come to
You
get a lesson, see somebody's peen.
Anyway. So
Where is me Digo? Did you not bring him back?
no, he went off. He went off
Oh,
screen.
okay.
So this is what we're working with now, right? We are working with this. We are in photo editor, right? So got to do this bare bones. So now let me help you out with a thumbnail. YouTube thumbnails, when people are searching your YouTube channels, you want to avoid the bottom right corner at all costs. You want to avoid putting any kind of you want to avoid putting any type of texts or anything important in that bottom right corner, because what happens is when when people are searching your video, that won't come up, because what will happen is the time stamp, well, the length of the video ends up being in this bottom right corner. So that bottom right corner is not where you want to put anything really. I usually try to do things that allow me not to put stuff in that bottom right corner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we're going to do is, oh boy, give me a second, y'all.
We're
Give
gonna
me a
put a
second.
filter on it.
I don't want to show nothing I shouldn't show. Dear God. Make sure.
No beans.
Right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna if you go to that thing at the bottom and you slide it over, slide the bottom over until you see the T. Okay.
So we want text. Okay.
We want text.
Okay.
You're gonna click text and you're gonna click now. This is going to give you first, it's going to start you off with styles. It's going to say, oh, what style of text do you want? And it gives you a lot of different options. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of options. All right. I'm going to tell you that we're going to go with this one that has the little pink with the balloons on it. I'm going to count it for you. It's the not including the first one with the circle with the slash. So it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I don't
12.
have all of those options.
Huh?
I don't have all of those options.
You don't?
I have basic quotes. Wait a minute, I'm telling a lie. Hold on. No, yeah, no. Yeah, no, it doesn't do. I don't have that.
Abby, do you have those options?
I have font combinations. I can.
Really, B, does yours look like this? Not at all. Show me yours. Hold on. Let me see yours. Hold on. Let me make you big. Because we just talked about special ed yesterday and working with those students that need accommodations. All right. Let me see. What was your options? Okay. Go slide over. Can you slide?
That's it.
Just those? No more?
Yep. That's it.
I'm saying, did you slide the pictures?
What do you mean slide the pictures?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. That's it. That's it. It doesn't go. That's it. No more. No more.
Okay. Well, choose one. Choose whichever one you like, okay?
Okay.
Boy and Abby, if you can follow with me. Follow with me. If you have my options, go with my options, okay?
Well, how does Abby have it and I don't?
I don't know if she does.
I don't have his options. I have a plethora of options. None of my pictures look like his pictures.
Okay. But you are on the photo edit Adobe Photoshop editor, or are you on your own?
Go back.
I'm on my own
Go back.
situation. I'm just trying to get to where my font will look like your font, and I'll figure it out as soon as I figure out which font you're using.
No.
I got you.
No.
No.
No means no, and yes means no. You know how you be getting with really be talk about that's not the right brush? That's not the right brush.
Listen, okay. I'm gonna listen. We're gonna share. We're gonna share one more
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you go back?
Okay,
That's
I
just how you
can.
get to that font. Okay.
Okay.
To the font, but don't worry.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what
When I hit text, this is what I get. I have a whole bunch of different options of different type of text that I can put on.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
So
Where's
you
the
can-
website
I
came
got you.
from?
I got you. That's fine. That's why I'm teacher. We can differentiate instruction. Okay. We're gonna go bare bones. Bare bones. Or we're gonna make you pop. By the end, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. I like that. All right. So let's do this. All right. Where we at? 4, you had a question. Oh, you wanted me to go back. I got you. You wanted me to go back. All right. So let me go back for Foy. Foy, let me go back to the beginning where I opened up the app. When I opened the app, I clicked on the app and it gave me these options. Okay. I'm covering it up for it. So it gave me all of my pictures. So I'm going to select the very first one because the very first one is the one that we saved. That was the size, will be the one that we saved. That was the size of a YouTube thumbnail. You with me?
With it.
All right. Good. All right. Really be you ready? Because you look like, really we look like the advanced student in class that's waiting for the other kids to get it together, who's throwing stuff at people and stuff like that. All right. So we're going back to the text option. Okay. We ain't going to even click one of the preset. I'm going to tell you what to pick. Okay. Now, for you, Foy, you're going to click the one that I said, which is going to be the one that had the little pink and it had the balloons.
Okay, just give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. So
You
clicked on my thumbnail.
mm-hmm.
It's loading. And it's taking me to this.
Okay, great. Down at the bottom, slide that over until you see the T.
Got it.
All right. Now it's going to give you several options, and you just slide over until you get to
So really, did you tap the T or were you under styles?
Who, me?
No, really, B.
Really be.
Yeah, it was under the T style.
Yeah, so just click What I want you to do really be is I want you to click one of the ones that has a box and has the text inside of a box. Okay.
I did that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So we're in a good place because we'll be able to adjust as needed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you with me, Foy? You look like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you click the one with the one after the balloons or the one with the balloons?
I didn't click nothing yet.
Click the one with the balloons.
Well, okay, so now I got this little window popping up. I don't know.
Okay, good. We're good. We're in a good place. Good.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, really be. Let me see yours. Good. Good. We're in a good place. Great. Abby, let me see what you got. Let's see what Abby got going on, dear God.
Or do you want me to pick something different?
That's fine, Abby. You can leave that the way it is. We'll work with that, dear God. You know, we'll make the brush.
I can pick a different.
No. We're fine. Gonna
That's
go with
one
that.
really pretty one.
All right. So let me go back. Let me make myself big. All right. So the first thing that you're gonna have to do is, Lord, you're gonna have to change the text. Now, what you have, let me go back and show you how I did that. What I have to do is, Lord help us. What I have to do is I literally have to double tap the when I double tap the text box, it shows me, it gives me the option to, you can't see that, can you?
Okay.
See how it gives me the option to add text?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got that, Really B?
Yep.
Okay. So what I want you to type in there is, I want you to type Love and Hip Hop.
I typed in Love and Hip Hop Miami season
No, I
1.
don't want you to type Miami. No, I don't want you to type all of that. No. I want you to type Love ampersand Hip Hop.
The hip,
All right.
hip hop. You don't stop the rocker to the bang bang.
That's it.
Up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Love and Hip Hop. Okay.
Now we're going to change the font. So click on font.
Click done. Am I clicking done?
Yes, click done.
Where's the font thingy?
Let me see your screen, Really B. Hold on, Really B. Let me see what you got. Hold on. All right. See where it says styles? Now next to it says font, right?
Aha. Yep.
All right, got you. All right. All right. Now let me look at Abby and see where her font thing is. Now, Abby, you can okay, I see now. I got you see where you manipulate font. Okay, great. So let me take that down. All right. So what you want to do is, the first rule about thumbnails is you want as little of the script circle-y, all of that stuff as you can. You want big, you want bold. The reason that you want big and bold is because a lot of times people are looking at it from their phones. And if they're looking at it from their phones, some of the funky fonts are hard to make out and see. It doesn't pop and it doesn't capture the eyes. Let me get this light out my face so y'all can see. So what you want to do is, we're gonna pick for the Love and Hip Hop. Now we can play around with the Miami, because if you notice on the original thumbnail, everything else was kind of like regular bold font, but the Miami part was a little funky. That was to kind of like highlight that this is just the New York, to highlight the Miami part, so you knew it was Love and Hip Hop Miami, so we could make that a little different. So just a little things about advertising and marketing, but you want it to be big and bold so that you can when people look at it, even if it's real small, they can kind of make it out. All right. So where are we at? So we're on font. The font that we're going to go with, and I will let you choose a font that you like. You don't want any kind of font that's going to be any type of calligraphy, any type of script. You want the font to be bold. Screw you, stupid thing. Lord. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. All right. So, stupid thing. All right. So you want the font to be bold. You want the font to be. I usually try to go with sans serif, and what a sans serif font is. A sans serif font means it doesn't have the little parts at the ends of the lines, if that makes sense. So let me show you what I mean. This font right here. See that font? That's in the bottom. That has serifs because if you look at the bottom of the A, see how it has the lines at the A and stuff like at the bottom of the A. If I go to a font like this, it doesn't have the little lines at the A, at the bottom of the A, and so that's called sans serifs. Those little lines are called serifs, and so this
Go
would be.
back to the first one because I didn't see nothing about no line. Let me see.
You know how the A has the little lines at the bottom?
See at the bottom of the A.
But go on. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
look. You.
I don't see it.
Of the A.
I don't see it. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, really B, if you look in the comments and Discovering Des just wrote the word and, you see how it just comes down to a straight point? But if you look on El Teddy's, it's like it's
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
See,
All right.
the little
that's
lines
what
at the bottom of the
Yeah,
A.
I see what you're
But
saying.
see, when if I select this one right here, it doesn't
Yeah, I see
have.
what you're saying now. I see what you're saying now.
All right. So the ones with the lines are called those little lines are called serifs.
Yeah.
And whenever you see sans serif, that means it's not going to have the little lines. So, so we want to pick one that doesn't have the serifs. So I'm going to pick this one because this one for me is thick. It's bold. If I go far out a little bit, I can still make out that that's an A or G. Watch this. I might even want to pick the one next to it because I do a little test for myself sometimes. I'll go out and I'll say, the further out I go, can I see that and make out what that is? And that helps you with regard to knowing whether or not that font is going to be catchy.
Okay,
All
gotcha.
right. So I'm going to choose that one. And that's what I chose. Now, so everybody with me. Everybody chose their font, right?
Yep.
Great. Now, that box is big for me because if you notice, there's a lot of white space around that box, right? I want to make that a little smaller. So I'm going to drag until it takes up. Actually, here's what I want to do. Oh, boy. All right. So this is where you have to play around.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Idris Elba tested positive for corona.
Oh, child, he'll be all right. Child.
Oh.
Now,
Girl, I thought something had really happened.
Right, I'm all nervous and concerned.
You're so dramatic.
Right,
For
get me
no
life in
reason.
order. Now, here's where you have to start to learn the app and play around. Okay, it started off like this. I want it big, but I don't want that much white space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten that, but I'm going to make it long. So I'm going to make it a little longer and flat. I'm just going to play around with it, play around with the size of the box until the text gets to.
Thank you, J Farm, for the suggestion.
You see how I keep making it, stretching it out, and it gets bigger and bigger. All right, so you're going to do that until it gets to a nice big size. All right. see one more thing.
I don't like the square gray.
What? Well, we can change that. That's easy. We're going to change that. That's easy. All right. So I'm going to drag that up a little higher. All right. Drag that up a little higher. And it's right there in the middle. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pick my color.
Forehead. Okay.
Go to color.
Okay.
And we're going to choose. Now, let me help you out with colors. Let me give you some advice with colors. I usually try to do colors that will stand out from the picture. So you want to do bright, vibrant colors. I stay away from blacks, browns, colors like that. You want colors that are going to stand out. So reds, yellows, oranges, teals. Yes, sir. You had your hand up.
What if you have a busy color background?
That's fine.
Then what?
We
fine.
we can handle that as well.
Okay.
Now, you, Foy, I can do that with you in the other app because it's a lot easier because it has things like outlines and backgrounds that makes it a lot easier to make it pop. Okay.
All right.
But we'll do that here as well. All right.
Okay.
So, like I said, you want the they say for visually for the eye, reds stand out the most. For the eye, reds always if you scan a room, your eye will see a red before it sees any other color. Because it pops out at your eye. If you thinking about how retinas and pupils work, the reason most people say their favorite color is blue because we see more shades of blue with our human eye than we see of any other color because of ultraviolet waves are longer and they're more in the spectrum. But reds are infrared and they're really small, so we don't see as many. So reds, oranges, and yellows are more toward that side of the spectrum. So you see that. So what we're going to go with is, now, go back screen. I'm going to go with a yellow because a yellow for this is going to pop. Okay. So I like a yellow. All right. I might like a red there. And I can play around with it. I might say, nah, I don't like yellow. I like red. Okay. Or I might say, even see how when I do blue here, watch this. The blue doesn't come out. It doesn't pop for me. See how the blue doesn't pop? Well, it kind of does looking on my screen right there. But if I'm looking at it at my screen, not on the computer screen, it doesn't pop for me. But if I choose a red or yellow, it kind of does. Looking at my computer, looking at my phone, it pops. On the screen, it pops too.
Okay.
All right. I really don't like that font. Choose another font that's thicker. I like thick fonts. I like it. Well, I like length too, but you know, thickness is always a good thing. Anyway, so there we go. We got Love and Hip Hop Miami. All right. Right there. So now I need to choose.
Would you say Love and Hip Hop?
Oh, not Miami. I'm sorry. It doesn't say Miami. It just says Love and Hip Hop. My bad. Okay. You're right. y'all, hey, y'all not gonna let me get away from it.
Wait, what? Did I have to add some more words? Wait a minute.
All right, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get everything else added up. All right. What happened?
Nothing. I'm focused.
All right. Now, for Foy, where did Foy go? Oh, dear God.
He just said be right back.
Oh, Now, for me,
Mhm.
I'm going to choose another text. Now, on this app, and I think really be yours is like mine. If you go back to styles and you click a different style without a box, click one of the styles without the box. Okay? You see what I mean? One of the styles of words that don't like. Let me show you mine. See how this first one doesn't have a box around it? It just says strong and fierce. Do you have one like that?
It took Love and Hip Hop out.
No. Well, click outside of what? Where's your? Did it go away completely?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Make it again. Make your love and hip hop again, because I'm gonna show you what I mean. Make your love and hip hop again. You know how to do it, right? It's okay. It's okay. It didn't take us that long. You clicked one of the styles with the box, right? That's what you did, right?
Hold on, let me go back. What am I doing? I gotta
Abby,
go all
let
the
me
way
see
up
what
to
you got going on. I'm looking at you, Abby.
go to the styles.
Okay, you good, Abby.
Okay.
I wanted you to have
I can go back in this box though and add more
right.
text.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No. Click on the love and hip hop.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm gonna do this with you. I'll really be is doing that.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at your screen. I want it. You're fine. Leave it like that. Do this for me, Abby. Leave it like that, but make the box around it smaller so it's not spanning the whole screen. There you go. There you go. So that way we can manipulate it better and it won't. You understand what I'm saying? So try to get
Mm-hmm.
the box more compact, but still keep the size the same, if that makes sense.
Yes.
All right. Let me know when you're ready, really be.
I'm ready.
All right. Show me what you got. Wait, let me take this off. I didn't mean to do that. No. What happened to the one with the box behind it, dear one?
What you mean with the box behind it?
Is
What
that
you
what
talking
you had
about?
at first? You had that at first?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna work with that. Is that the font that you want?
Yeah.
Let me see that font. No, ma'am. I want a regular straight
You
font.
said we could pick whatever font we wanted.
But I told you right now we don't want too many funky fonts. What we want is a for the love and hip hop part. We want one that's a little more, structured, straight and narrow. No zesty fonts right now. No zesties.
There's no say I can pick whatever I want if I can't pick whatever I
You
want.
can, but as long as it's not zesty. Hey,
Well,
Yolanda. Yolanda.
then
Hey,
I can
Nappy
pick whatever I
Child.
want. Here, that one.
Great. Now I like that. I like that. That is nice. Do this for me. Show me again. Show me again.
See, now you understand how I feel when I tell her
Now
to
do
get a
this.
brush.
Let me click the click it for me or tap it for me so I can see how big your box is. Okay, your box is good. 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 Now, really be hold that up again. Hold that up again. What I want you to do really be is I want you to take that box, that love and hip hop, and move it to the top right corner, top left corner. Top left corner. Good. I like that. Keep that there. Let me see what Abby got going on. Abby?
Yes, sir.
Um
What you like me to do?
no, I'm looking. I'm just looking. Um I want you to move yours to the left side but more centered. Left side. Keep going. Keep going. Now bring it down. 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 Right there. Right. Go up a little bit. Up a little bit. All right, good. That's good right there. That's good right there. Now. All right. So I'm gonna leave mine where it is for right now. I'm gonna put it right there. All right. So everybody's good. Let's remove this. All right. Gonna make this pop. All right. So now, really be. You have the same app that I have. Go back to styles and click that first one again. You with me? Really be?
What am I doing?
Okay. All right. Go back to styles, right? And
Mhm.
click the first one. And it's going to bring up another text, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me see what you got. No. Well, click the first option for style. The one that said, I think it says strong and fierce. Maybe.
But see, it did the same thing it did the last time. It got rid of what I already had up there.
You know why? Because it was still selected. That's why. So what you got to do is click out of once you have it where you want it to be, back up in that top left corner, click out of it, and then after that, click styles again. It gets easier the more you practice. All right, Abby, let me see. You are good, Abby. So Abby, we're gonna make the Miami part now. We're getting ready to make the Miami part. I'm waiting on Really B, and we're gonna
Does it need to be in the same font as the Love and Hip Hop?
no, we're gonna do another. Now we're gonna do funky. We're gonna do zesty.
Oh, we're gonna add a
Yeah, only zesty part. Our only zesty part.
No, you said come out of it. What do you mean? Because I'm back to I did what I all right. So what do you say come out of it? What do you
All
mean?
right, click all the way on the right side and tap the right side so we know it's not the area of the picture. All right, so nothing selected, right? Let me see what you got.
What do you mean nothing selected? I don't know what you mean.
All right, you see that open area on the right top, click the top right corner and you're fine. Just tap the top right corner.
Top right corner.
Yes, where there's nothing at. All right, good. You did that?
Yeah.
All right, good. So when you go back to styles and you click styles, click the first option. Does it give you another box that comes out? Or does it do what it did before?
It did the same thing it did before.
Let me see.
Did the same thing. It went blank. It took the other one out.
Wait, hold your screen up. I need to see something. Hold on. Let me take you down for a little bit, Abby, so I can see what she have going on. Bring the bottom up a little bit so I can see what you have. I wish I could just hold your screen. Okay, I see what you got. Because let me show you what happens with mine. Let me show you what happens when I do mine. When I do mine, now, see how, let me close that. See how, okay, if I had that selected, that's there, right? I click out of it. When I go back and I click another style, I went back and I clicked that style. Another one came up and it left my Love and Hip Hop there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do.
It's not letting you do that.
For whatever reason, it's not letting me do it. I understand what you're.
I got you. I got what you're saying. So this is what I want you to do. No worries. No worries. No worries. We differentiate around here. It's what good teachers do. For you, Really B, I want you to type all the way out Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay?
Oh, it just did it.
Oh.
Don't ask me how I did it, but it just did it.
It might have been.
Ask me how.
That's fine. That's fine. Do it again because you're going to need 3. You're actually going to need 4 different boxes. So see if you can get 4 of them. If you can get 4 of them, whatever you just did, you're going to need 4 in total. Okay? Because we're going to be working with 4 different parts. We're going to have the part that's going to say Love and Hip Hop. We're going to have the part that's going to say Miami. We're going to have the part that's going to say season 3, episode 10. And then we're going to have the part that's going to say review or TV review. All right?
Got
so
it.
You got 4 parts?
I got it.
All right. Good. You are great. So you got your Love and Hip Hop. Great. Girl, look at you, girl. Come on. I told you we could differentiate. All right. So now
I figured it out. You differentiate.
Good. So now for the one choose one of yours, really be, and double tap on it so you can change the text and let it say Miami. Okay. You're going to make it say Miami. All right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, something popped up and said PG. It was something from work. I had to read it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you made it. Now go to your font. So my Miami looks like that for right now. Let me make myself big. For right now, Miami, but I'm not going to keep it.
Oh, I got the same font.
I don't like that font. That's not zesty enough. So I'm going to go pick something real zesty.
I thought that. Okay.
All right. Something real. Now you can go with something scripted.
Well, I like that one.
Okay, if you want that one, go with it. If you like it, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be the same color as?
No, it's not.
It's
not going to be the same color.
Okay.
We are not going to do that. You want we contrasting colors are our friends. So
I don't think that's. Okay. Should it be the same size as the living?
no, it's going to be much bigger. This one's because we want to highlight the Miami part. All right. So, I don't like this. Actually, let me do this. Let me get rid of you because I don't like you. Let me go back here. Do that. Go here. Change you to
I like that. Okay.
this color. It's gonna be yellow. Excuse me. And then we're going to do change the text. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. All right, give me a second. I'm trying to get back to where we were. All right, done. All right. So
I did it.
all right. So
Look.
Okay, good.
Is your Miami on fire? It looks like your Miami is on fire. Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
No. She now here's what I want. Let me see. Really be. Hold on. Let me make you bigger because I can't see that with this. Wait.
Tap your screen, poop.
Okay, but here's what I want you to do. We don't want yellow because we got to change the This is what I want you to do.
You said that? Can you
Miami? Listen. Okay. If we don't want it all one color because we need to draw attention from the eyes. Okay.
It's not. It's 4 different colors.
I need you to focus. Focus.
What am I doing wrong?
Focus.
This is
I'm listening. Now,
El Teddy has so much
if
more.
you're going to go with that type of, do this for me. I'd rather the inside of that be white and keep the outside red. You see how right now you have the inside yellow and the outside red for Miami?
Nothing is red.
Turn that back around.
It looks like it's outlined.
Oh, it just
okay.
Okay, I got it. Let's just okay, let's do this. Change that color to a teal.
For what word?
Miami. For Miami.
You don't like the orange?
Change it to a teal. And make it bigger. Evie, let me see what you got going on. That's not zesty enough for the New York. It's not going to pop from the love and hip hop. We got to have something completely real nice. And you see that cheers? You saw that cheers that was over there? Go back. See that cheers? See how that's real zesty?
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something real zesty.
Real zesty. Got you.
And it doesn't have to be excuse me, it doesn't have to be scripted, but it should be much different than what you had. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the same font Really B has to kind of help her out, dear God. Dear Lord.
I don't like the teal. Look, I did it.
Give me a second, Really B, okay? The problem with the teal is the font that you have.
If I keep going down and find a font that says zesty, I'm using it. I'm just, just letting you know now. This needs to be sans serif too, or no?
No, this is it doesn't matter. It's gonna be zesty, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
Now that's outside of the frame. Okay. No. Maybe I don't know.
And see, watch this. When I do my own thumbnails, my hardest part is picking fonts. Fonts takes me the longest. Colors I can do, but it's the fonts that really just send me. Because what we're going for here is, and let me take this down. What we're going for, ladies, is you want contrasting. You want both the Love and Hip Hop and the Miami to pop, where the eyes can be drawn to both. Okay, and it makes it go, oh, that's nice. Because if you just put Love and Hip Hop, what your Love and Hip Hop is it Miami? Is it Atlanta? Is it Hollywood? You want them to know it's Love and Hip Hop, but you also want to know it's Miami. So I'm just gonna go with something real basic, okay? So where did you go? So mine looks like this. Now, if you notice, let me make myself bigger. I made it where my Love and Hip Hop overlaps my Miami a little. Okay. Abby, let me help you out. Really B, you may not have it on the Adobe photo editor, but I'm going to find you a photo editor or a thumbnail maker that lets you do it, because I know that there are. I see you to catch me out. But what you like to do is, if you do a black outline, don't do a funky outline. When you do a black outline, it makes the letters stand out more, and you can see it contrasted against the picture itself, even if the picture has darker colors.
Okay, so
like a thin black outline of the letters will make it work. All right.
And how do I get the outline?
I don't know how. Let me look at yours. Hold on. Let me look at yours.
Oh, wait. I'll do something else. Okay, hold on.
Go back. Okay.
They want money for that too. No.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking. Spacing, default colors, text. Yeah, yours is just yeah, that's all position. That's yeah, that has no bearing. See, the problem, Abby, is you should have made another text box.
Okay, I can. Not a problem.
Pick another text, because when you put the New York in the same text box, it's going to align them together, and we don't want them aligned together. Really B, let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to Really B. Let me see what you got going on, sweetheart. Show me your screen. Okay, good. Now here's what I want you to do, Really B. Drag that Miami where the bottom of the top of the M is around the bottom of hop. hop, not hip. Hop. The first stem. Okay, nice. Okay, give me a little more drag. Bring it up just a hair more and bring it over to the right just a hair more. Okay, that looks great, by the way. Let me see what Abby got going on. Okay, that's fine. If you want, you could actually have it where that P kind of overlaps the M a little bit. You know, the P overlaps the corner of the top left corner. You can actually do that, and that'll be great because the Miami is going to be big enough where you still be able to make out what it was. Let me see what you got.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
I showed you. I just showed you.
No, I thought you had dragged it. Go ahead and drag it some more. This is what I have. This is what I have right now. Right. You can't see that. Hold on.
So you mean like this?
Yes. This is what I have so far.
Okay.
All right. There is our Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now, the part that says season 3, episode 10, that's not too important to what we're doing. So we're going to make it very small. Okay. Now really hold yours up again. Hold yours up again.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Now because
Okay, I messed it up, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
no problem. Okay, I got you. But what because okay, see that font you have? That's a good font. It's a straight up and down font. Because we don't want anything zesty for this font because it's going to be really small and hard to see. So what you want to do is you want to elongate the box so that it fits all on one line. Okay, and then make it small. Let's see if I can all right. So let's do that.
Shit.
Now, when you get good at it, you'll do it fast. But now, you know, we're just learning how to do it. Like I literally, during the time that my videos are uploading to YouTube, I'm making my thumbnail at that moment. And sometimes I don't make it fast enough. And so when it first uploads, it doesn't have my thumbnail and I have to go back and edit. Now, I want you really to keep your the color for your season 3 episode 10 the same color as Love and Hip Hop. So
Okay, it's not letting me do.
let me see what you got.
I guess I hate when I hold on a second. I gotta take this call. Hold on.
Okay. But let me see.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Hold on, Abby. Let me see what you got. Okay. I want now if you're gonna have a zesty font, it can't be all caps. Zesty fonts don't like all caps because it doesn't keep its zestiness.
You say it doesn't keep its zestiness. Okay.
Yes, it doesn't keep its zestiness.
It'd help if I could spell, wouldn't it? Okay. So where you want me to put this?
You can actually come off of her face a little bit. All right. Yeah. Go over a little bit more. That's good. Right there. That's good. Make it bigger. We want the New York big. No, just drag it from the bottom. Yeah. All right.
You wanted a different color?
Or you could do any color. Like you could, or that whole thing, you could do like a hot pink. Or I was just doing that. I just said teal for really B because she had darker colors behind. You want to choose colors that are going to complement what you're doing. So if your picture has a lot of dark, you want to choose the lighter colors. It like teal or a light pink or yellow. If it has darker colors. If it has more lighter colors, you want deeper colors like a deep red or a deep not a deep dark blue, but you want the greens, reds, and blues. But when it has the lighter colors.
Okay.
All right. But if it has darker colors, you want the yellows, the pinks, maybe the oranges and stuff like that, so that it stands out. But like I said, if you get a good thumbnail maker or photo editor, it will allow you to not only do the color of the font, but it'll allow you to do an outline of it. And I'll show you in my other photo maker how that happens. Okay. So this is, hold on, y'all. This is what I have so far. Hold on, let me make myself big so y'all can see where we are right now. All right. Oh, wait. That's, y'all don't want to see that text. That's, yeah, other stuff. All right. So see how the contrast on my phone is too light. So let me make that darker for you. All right. You see that? So I got my season 3 episode. It's hard to see here, but you can at the bottom.
So I need to add another box and put season whatever in that box. So,
I think it's the lighting. See, when it goes dark, you can see it better. Let me make this darker. All right. So yeah, you can see it better when I make it darker. So there you go. There is the that's what I have so far. Love and Hip Hop Miami season 3, episode 10.
And this should be in the original font at the season 10 episode.
You can put it in the original font. That's fine.
Okay.
But you don't want zesty here because, like I said, it's going to be small. And if it's too zesty, it'll be hard to make out and hard to read. All right. Okay. So, and what I do is generally your subscribers or people that do a search, they're going to know from the title which you ready, Foy? All right. But you want to make they're going to know when they do their Google search which episode it is, and from their and all of that, and from the title of the video. I just put it on there just to, you know, make sure that they know. If you just happen to just want to look at the title, you will see which episode it is. So I can include everything. But damn it, would y'all stop? Damn it. All right, so the only thing we have left to do is to do put the review, because I don't want people coming to my review thinking that, oh, this is, I'm finna watch an episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami season 3 episode 10. They need to know that it's a review. So let me put the word review up in the corner. Would y'all stop? These people, they're gonna irk my nerves. They keep bothering me.
Niggas.
Now I usually, for my reviews, I like to put the word review in all caps and I like to have it in a very generic font. I do like to, if my title is sans serif, I usually let my review, the word review, be serifs, just to give it a little more. I feel like when you put something in serifs, serifs gives it more of a business professional, like, okay, yeah, this is, I'm writing a paper. Like when you open up Microsoft Word, the default used to be Times New Roman. It used to be Times New Roman. If you go back to old typewriters used to be Courier as their default font for typewriters. For Microsoft Word prior to 2016 version, it used to be Times New Roman. Both of those are fonts that have serifs on there. They're much more professional, much more scholarly and scholastic. You think of those types of fonts when you think of books and things like that.
Okay.
Now when you open up Microsoft Word, it opens on Calibri, which is a sans serif font, which is much more modern, much more techy, easy on the eyes and things like that. So I just wanted to put that out there and just say that, because people might be looking at me like, really, L Teddy, you really going this into detail about serifs and sans serif? But little details like that are important, and people don't pay attention to minute details like that. But it's something as subtle like that that will catch the eye, that people just don't, that people will take for granted, and they'll want to know, well, why, why does this one pop a little more than the other one? And that's because of the little details. All right, so let me go back.
And should this be a different color? Because
Now, I would probably put it the same color as the Miami,
okay,
just to make now
continuity. Give it a
yeah.
little.
Sometimes I do a totally different color, a color that's more vibrant and brighter than all of the other colors, so they know immediately that this is a review. Like, for example, here, if I do it like this, the Love and Hip Hop Miami season 3 episode 10 is in a color scheme, but that review is another contrasting color that sticks out, that lets you know that this is a review. So when I look at it, all of the parts should stand out.
Okay.
If you're somebody who looks deep into it, you would really notice, oh, that's that scene with, Trick and Trina. Not Trick and Trina, Trick and Joy. Now, if I wanted to, sometimes what I like to do is, let me move some stuff around here, because I know that I might want to highlight Joy. I might want them to see who the people are. I might move and make my Love and Hip Hop smaller, so I can highlight and let y'all see that that's Trick, so you can see his face a little more. Give me a second. So, hold on. So I might do something like this, so now you see more of the picture. See what I'm saying? Now you can see who it is. You can make out what scene that is. You see the Love and Hip Hop. You see the Miami. You see the season 3 episode 10. You see the damn it! If y'all don't stop, you see the review up there. And I'll be honest, I do like the review sometimes to be in a different color, but vibrant enough to where you can see it. And that white right there stands out against that back of the back of this that wall. Let me see what you got, really, B. Hold on, my love. Oh, take that season 3 episode 10, make it smaller and put
I
it
was
in
trying. I can't. I was trying.
do this. Drag it up.
My fingers are too fat. It won't make it small.
No, don't pinch it. Drag the bottom right corner and drag it up to the bottom right corner. Just drag it up to make the font smaller? Let me show you on mine. Like, hold on. Let me show you on mine. What I do is
Like this?
yes. So hold on. On mine, wait. Go away.
Okay.
No, I did it. I see what you're
All
saying.
right,
I
you
did it,
got
but
it?
that's what I'm saying. Is that size?
Yeah. I might even make it a little smaller. And the only reason I say I might make it smaller because that's good. Now drag it to the bottom left corner. Only reason I say I might make it smaller is because what you don't want to do is you don't want what season and episode it is to overshadow the you don't want that to overshadow the love and hip hop part. Yeah, now I'll be honest. The photo editor, the Adobe Photoshop editor isn't as easy with this as my other Ultimate, and I'm gonna look it up because I know that there is one for Apple. I just got to get the link, and I'll send you the link. But that looks good. Let me go back and see what we're working with. Foy, where you at with your with today's classwork?
Today's classwork, well, I had to step out to the principal's office for
I
a
know.
second.
I know. I sent you with the
So,
pass, with the hall pass.
was it
Okay, so you still with that. All right, do me a favor, delete that. Delete
delete
the
it?
text. The
I
text.
worked so hard on the text.
You ain't worked that hard. You was gonna have the period. You was gonna have the period. Really be take that and put it in the top left corner
Oh
Take
because
my
what?
god.
that review. I'm not left, top right corner. I'm sorry, top right corner. Opposite of love and hip hop. Only because remember we said we avoid the bottom right corner at all costs. Because the bottom right corner is where YouTube is going to put the time length of your video. Nice. Nice. That is nice.
Y'all look like matching twins.
Who looks like twins?
Y'all makeup.
No, my makeup don't look like Abby's makeup.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So I'm gonna make I'm gonna have everybody put up your I'm gonna take everybody out. Abby, you ready? Let me see what you got going on, Abby. Is you ready over here, ma'am?
I mean, I'm as ready as I'm gonna get, unless you want me to move
No,
something.
take that review, recap, and put it
Uh-huh.
over to the top right corner. You got too much over there on that left side. Yeah, take it all the way over there. Yeah. I would change the color of that. I don't like that color. Give me a go to your colors. What about that? See that lime green? Click that. Like I need a different color that's going to make it stick out more.
So that's the lime green.
I'm not opposed to that lime green. I really want you to have downloaded the app that we did because the font selection from this app is just
Well, I tried to download it, and my phone said, "Bitch, you got too many things on your phone." So
cool.
we don't have the capacity space right now to download anything on our phone. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Just work.
Now,
And when I do if I'm gonna do a thumbnail, if it's not a picture of my face, my finished face, then I'm doing it on here anyway. Because I'm down on my computer. So.
Now, let me have everybody show what the finished product is. So I'm going to start with me. Here is hold on. So I'm going to export this just like we did before. Remember we clicked export and then really I think you said what did we click for you?
It was export, and then it went to camera roll.
Camera roll, and for me and Foy is export and export. Make sure it's on none, and it's saved to gallery. So, Foy, don't worry, I got you. We're gonna do this in a second. So here is my finished product. If my phone will turn, it looks like this. There's our finished product. All right. Really, be you ready? Hold on. Let me make you big. Let me take me out.
You gonna stop making me big. I'm big enough. Can you see it? Hello? El Teddy, I can't hear nothing. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I couldn't hear anybody saying anything.
So the border of the app can go away, so we can see the full picture. Okay, good. Nice. Abby, you ready?
I can't find mine. Wait a minute.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
I downloaded it and it disappeared. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Dear Lord. Let me see what you got so far, Foy. Did you ever download the app I told you to download, Foy?
The 2 apps that you had originally, so this is where I am.
Okay.
You told me to delete the file.
No problem, Foy. Now, I want Foy.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes.
So let's see what you got going on. So this is what.
That's what mine looks like.
This is what. Not bad. Now, let me do one more, and I'm gonna do this real fast. We're gonna do this on. I'm gonna show you, and not like I said. I know we have this app for. Hold on, just a second, y'all. I gotta reply to this text. All right, so let me go back. Back. And, let me take her off. Let me make myself big. All right, so Foy, I want you to follow along. Okay, sir? Follow along.
That's mad aggressive.
Was that aggressive?
It was real mad aggressive.
All right, so what I want to show you all is, and this is the last thing I want to do is, I want to show you how and why, how you can get certain things to pop with regard to your pictures and the texts and the things that you have, and some of the features that we have. Now, remember I said we was going to do the original thumbnail, which looked like, when I said it looked like, I want to go into Alex Rogers where he say it looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker.
Ridiculous.
I just wanted to break out into that. I really did. It looks like this was the there's the original thumbnail, right?
Got it.
So we got our picture, right? So I'm gonna show y'all real fast how fast it goes, because I just wanted to show Abby. You see how dark that picture is, and how you can still make out all of the letters. Let me show you how this goes. But I'm going to get that, and I'm gonna research it when I get off here and I get off this. I got another call to make when I get off the phone, but I mean get off this live. But I'm gonna get it for y'all so I can show y'all, and we're gonna walk through it backstage one day or something like that. But so when I click here, what it does is it has that one in the middle says ready made.
Hi.
When I click ready made,
How you doing, sweetie?
it says
She is.
thumbnail for
Okay.
YouTube.
Thank you.
And all of these are already preset. So I'm going to click there. And so it has a lot of different categories. Now I remember the category I chose that one from was music. So when I click on music categories, it gives me all these templates. Because I don't like all that stuff we just did took a lot of time. And I like a good template that's already got stuff pre-made and preset. All right. So all of these templates. All right. So I remember, I know it's this one right here. I'm going to click. Let me do this real fast for y'all. Hold on. Show y'all how this goes. Let me know if you can see this. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click there. And there you see it right there. I'm going to click where it says background, gallery, and change it to, I know it's that one. There's my background. So that's half the work right there. Half my work is done. I got my background. I already got fonts and text, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I remember, I know that party is not a font, it's just a picture because they don't let me change. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And so this right here, I'm gonna change that. It was in here like this, and I'm gonna move it up here, and I'm gonna click where it says edit. Gonna change that to, I always put a space, and then I change it to love ampersand hip hop add. There's my love and hip hop. I think it was yellow. I made it bigger. I don't like that font. Let me, oh, stupid Elton. Font. It has a, see how it has a whole lot of different fonts I could choose from. I'm just going to choose that one right there. Now, colors. Let's choose the yellow. There's our yellow. Now let me show you something. See when I say outline, and I'm going to choose this black color. You can't even see that. I'm not even showing you. But I'm going to choose that black color, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make that, I'm going to, if I can grab it. See how I grabbed that and I made that outline bigger? And now when you see it, the love and hip hop, when I click off of it, hold on. Hold on, y'all. The love and hip hop part kind of pops a little more than it was before. You on the other app, it didn't have the outline, so it didn't pop as much as this one does. But when you add that little black outline, it makes it come alive a little more than the other one did. Wait, hold on, y'all. All right, see that? See how you can see it a little better? All right, so then I'm going to make my Miami. I'm literally taking 35 seconds to do the Miami part. I mean, to do this whole thing. Let's do Miami. What did I just do? Oh, dear God. I feel like really be now. I'm like, oh, Lord, what did I do? All right. Oh, boy, what did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, I know what's happening. People keep sending me texts. Dear God. That's why I can't get this to work. Color. We had aqua, right? Controls. What did I just do, y'all? I don't know what's going on with my phone. I know what's going on. People keep sending me texts and it keeps messing me up.
We know, nephew. We know.
Anyway, y'all got it. Y'all got the point. But go back and show our finished products again. We made a beautiful thumbnail. Really, B? Do you feel better?
About what?
A thumbnail.
Yes, thank you so much. It was very helpful.
Oh boy, that oozed with sarcasm.
No, it really, no. It really wasn't. No, I'm serious. I'm sincere. No, I'm
um,
sincere. I really am.
but the my point.
I'm not even being funny. I'm not being.
No, I thank you. Abby, where are you with thumbnails? The thing that I want to stress to people is understanding some of the subtle nuances of marketing and advertising when you want something for visual effect and you want to catch the eye. Now, I'm sure Foy Reed can do a whole dissertation on this, being graphics and designs, but you do want things that are going to make things pop, that are going to make your eyes drawn to it, and that are going to make you go, oh, I like that. Because that's one of my things, that when people send me comments in my DMs and stuff about my videos, the first thing they always ask me, where you found that thumbnail from? Where did you get that thumbnail? Or how did you make that thumbnail? And I'll say, oh, I made it with, and I'll, go over that. So I wanted to say that. But little things, knowing, okay, YouTube is going to put that timestamp over there in the right corner, so I want to avoid that. Knowing, okay, this is a darker picture, so I want to avoid colors like black, navy blue, dark greens, browns. Those are colors that you want to avoid. Like the color for my on my StreamYard right now, that color green that says LTD27, you would want to avoid that unless it was a lighter picture. YouTube purposely chose its icon or logo to be red with white in the middle, because like I told you earlier, red is a color. I normally wear a lot of reds. If you notice my hats, I usually try to wear red in my hats, or red somewhere around me, because I know red is a color that pops out at you and it makes you go, oh, let me look at it. Because we think about stop signs, and you're taught really early on from a small child, pay attention to the stop sign. Little subtle nuances like that make you look. Primary colors, red, yellow, blues. The eyes are drawn, and then if you want to go a little further out, green. The eyes are drawn to those primary colors and things like that. Little things like serifs versus non-serifs. Things with serifs look more old and professional. Things with non sans serif look more modern and chic and up to date. Not avoiding a lot of zesty fonts, a lot of scripted or calligraphy fonts, avoiding that except for like maybe one word or something you really want to highlight. Choosing a font from the show, or not a font, a picture from the show, or if you want to do your face, if you're, because a lot of people do faces, you want to do a reaction face. You don't want to have or like if I'm doing a face, I'm going to do an angry face because I'm an angry teacher and I do Angry Teacher Chronicles. So I'll be like, so you want to have an emotional, if you're going to do, like some people for their thumbnails, they'll do their face or themselves, and that's fine. You don't have to do something from that show, but you are going to have a very emotional face, either very happy, bubbly and laughing, or very angry. And then you're going to really have to make the title of that particular show pop, so they know this is about this show, and you are either happy about it, you're angry, this is going to make me laugh, or whatever it is that is going to happen. So those are all things. Like I'll give you a couple examples that from some of my old ones that are very archaic now, but when I used to just put my face as the picture. Like, or I'll give you a perfect example of a bad thumbnail. Here's a bad thumbnail. See the thumbnail I made for Mother? Why is it a bad thumbnail? Because YouTube slapped that timestamp right there in the middle, didn't it?
Okay.
And so, you see what I'm saying?
Is that why you hit mine?
Huh?
Is that why you hate mine? Why you hate my thumbnails?
No, but when you look at it, it's a beautifully made thumbnail. But YouTube, it says this is what we do. Let me show you another one. Trying to go back. And these are things that I learned, over the course of making thumbnails. Like, here's another bad thumbnail that I hated. See that one with me in blue? Why? Because I see the "won't you be" but neighbor part, "won't you be mine," but the neighbor part you can't see. But if I click on the thing, it was not a bad thumbnail, but YouTube wouldn't let me be great, and so I had to learn that. Even like my old Love and Hip Hop, like I started to learn, but I still used to mess up. Like, look at those two Love and Hip Hops right there. See this one right here, the one with the red and white words, it still was covering my face, so you couldn't see my reaction, my face, which was like this. You can't even see it. But if you look at the other one, I made sure my face with the black and white, my face was in it, but my words were too far up when I edited. See, you can kind of see it here better, but I had to learn, different tricks to the trade that you have to learn. Also, Abby, if you want to avoid, see how each one of these titles have backgrounds, the black and white and the red and white? That was because when you do a background for the text, it doesn't matter what kind of lighting the picture has. The picture, you're going to be able to see the text fully. So, for example, for a thumbnail like this, it didn't matter that there was light pictures because the white had the red behind it and the red letters had the white behind it. And the same thing with like one like this. This was a bad picture. That was a bad picture that I took, but you can still see the text, and that's what pops out at you. So, and I was making mistakes here and there and trying out stuff and playing with stuff. And then I finally, got into my groove and learned, how to make stuff pop and stuff like that. So, little mistakes that you make along the way and you just learn and grow. Like I like that green one right there. That one turned out good. That was a pose one. And stuff like that. So little things that help. I don't know what helped with my and I'm glad I have y'all on here. Any other advice y'all want to give some people? Let me take myself smaller that may be watching and wanting to do reviews, or some of your experiences as a reviewer of things that you did that you were like, oh, that didn't go so well, or oh, that really helped. Really, be, since you probably have more reviews than everybody on here put together. You do. You have a lot of reviews. You review a lot of shows.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the same thing everybody says, to stay consistent. Some of the worst criticism I've gotten, I guess, is when you try to review a show that you haven't been watching from the beginning, like with reality shows, because you have people who've been watching these shows from like day one, and they have opinions about certain characters. And so sometimes that's kind of put me on the hot seat where I'll say something about somebody and they'll be like, because in season 1, she did such and such and such and such. And I'll be like, but I ain't see season 1. I'm only, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying just be cautious about you coming in the middle of you got to understand that people are super fans. You got these super fans and they have their favorites. And so don't let it get to you. You know what I mean? Don't let
and I'll say that too. Don't let the numbers, I'll give you here's a perfect example of don't let the numbers get to you. For me, a good review or average review of mine may have about 200, between 200, 300 views. You know what I'm saying? A below average may have like 100 views or something like that for a regular show.
Right.
Now, I remember when I uploaded my boomerang video for like the first, I uploaded it that Thursday morning. I think it was that Thursday morning. I knew I had Chasing Dallas that was going to be coming out Thursday night. I looked at it. I think I had 43 views. I even looked at it Saturday morning. I was at like 78 views. Something happened over the weekend, and I looked at it. I said, "Oh," and I looked even this morning. I said, "Oh, it didn't do too bad," because I was like, "Oh, okay, I got I didn't do too bad." But it was because I just waited. I said, "Oh, well." The people start, so it went up. It had over 400 views. I was like, "Oh, okay." Well,
you never know what show is gonna pop. You never know. There really is no rhyme or reason. You just don't know.
You never know, and so you just promote and you put it out there. You let it, and sometimes even hey Fifi, even way, way, way after, because when I did that year in review, and I went back and looked at all those videos. Some of those David Makes a Man, when I put them out, only had like 200 views, but the ones that had like 2,000, 3,000, I didn't know until like months later that they had gotten that, because the week after, 2 weeks after, it only had a couple hundred views, and then as people catch on to the show, they begin to look for.
You just never know what's going to pop. Like something that I do, and I honestly, Mama Six said, "Is there a length?" I try to keep my reviews less than 20 minutes, unless it just gets good to me, or it was just one of those episodes. I really, really try to keep it under 20 minutes.
If you want to be more than 10,
yeah,
so you can
if it's a 30-minute show, even less than that, because I mean, the show is, you don't want your review to be longer than the show. I mean. Right. So you definitely, but I try to there are certain shows like the dramas tend to take longer, like my Pose, my Greenleafs, Queen Sugar, those can be in the 20s easily. But my, reality stuff, I keep it under 20. I just try my best.
Yeah, I try to go for, I definitely, if I go over 20 minutes, something done went. I done got into it. I done really went.
Yeah, my games people play did really good too, Fifi, and I didn't expect that. But my games people play video series, they did really good, and I did not expect that to do as well as it did. The other thing I do, you never know who's gonna retweet you. You never know who's gonna. So I always, when I post my reviews, I always tag the director and the stars of the show, especially the newer shows, especially the smaller shows, because of course they're looking for that more. That's why we've been doing so much with Chasing Dallas, because it's a smaller show, it's a YouTube show, and they're more accessible, and they're
the same thing happened with our David Makes Man, because when we were doing David Makes Man, the show, people weren't watching the show like that.
Right.
People were not watching the show like that, but as it got more critically acclaim, and even some of the actors reached out to us, and would watch our reviews and would reach out to us or tweet it and stuff like that.
I mean, and I've had directors, I've had actors and actresses retweet or comment. I mean, obviously, it didn't give me like 100,000 views, but again, you just never know who's watching, you never know who's following. I've had Lena Waithe, speak, thank me for doing, when I did season 1 of Boomerang. I've had a lot of the housewives retweeting, and so you just never know. You just don't know. So that's one thing I always try to do, especially when it's a new show I'm reviewing, like Cherish the Day. That's been really good. I didn't like the first episode, but it's grown on me, and it's doing really well. It's definitely, and I had Michael Beach reach out to me, who's on the show, and he retweeted, he watched my review and retweeted. So you just never know. So that's one thing I say too. I would definitely make sure that whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, I do both, but because you know you can link it. So I do both. Well, no, not anyway. I do both. But yeah, that's something I do. Sorry, that was long.
Yeah, you never know what's going to and I'll be honest, sometimes it's a show that I can't stand that people like, or vice versa. The ones that I love to review, the people be like, okay, we don't care
Sisters
about.
right now, Sisters is my best. Those are my best numbers, and that show irritates my soul. But I keep doing it because people are watching the damn reviews. If nobody was watching the reviews, I'd have been stopped doing Sisters.
So I mean, it just depends.
Watch your review so we don't have to watch the show. Because
Now
And that's
I'll
fine
be
too.
honest. Some shows I review just for me. Even though people may not like it. I like to review the show, so I will always go. And it's a personal thing for me. I'm just stubborn like that. Sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm just doing it for me because I like the show and I want to review it
Dang, Fifi, go girl.
and stuff like that. So you never know. You never know. But yeah, definitely being consistent. Like right now, I'm saying be consistent, and I am so behind on my.
I'm so far behind on everything.
I
Fooling
haven't
around
even
with y'all.
watched RuPaul's Drag Race yet. I haven't even watched it.
I got about 4 or 5 shows, and fooling around with y'all. I blame everybody on this panel right now.
Me?
Yeah,
You know,
all y'all.
people do want to know, like, where's your review? Where's such a? I'm gonna do it. It's coming. But like I know I need to get that RuPaul's Drag Race out.
when we done, that's
now.
what I'm doing next. That's
Because
what
guess what?
I've already
I
done my
know
thumbnail.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is coming, and when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta come, then I got Love and Hip Hop Miami. Then tomorrow, I don't have no more have and have nots tomorrow. Great, but I do have 4 Life tomorrow. Wednesday is Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? Thursday. So if I don't get it out this afternoon, it's not gonna come out. So I need to do that. Huh? Anyway. Any other thing for anything for the good of the cause, sir? I saw you did your trailer reactions that I've been enjoying
Thank you.
and stuff.
I don't have much to say. I basically just started, so
But yes,
if
you
anything,
definitely
is there like a limit of how many shows you guys are reacting to? Like when
it's
like
your capacity because you got some people like I don't know how Jay Lee do it.
Corner. I don't know how she does the job.
Yeah, I don't know how
Jay Lee and Jay Lee works a full-time job.
Right, and I don't know how she does
And Jay Lee reviews at least 20 shows. I can think of at least 20 shows that Jay Lee reviews. Ashley doesn't do as many as Jay Lee. Like Ashley has a solid, maybe about 10. I'm gonna say Ashley has about a solid 10 or 12. During the busy season, for me, the busy television season, I try not to go over 10. Like I might have a good 8. I don't because my capacity, because I know how I am, and to have to take notes, to have to tape it, edit, and you got to figure the time to just watch the show. And some of the shows, if it's like the dramas that people like from me, like people love me doing dramas. I don't know, those get my biggest numbers. Serious shows, those are the shows that people say, no, El Teddy, we want you to do this. But sometimes I have to go back and watch a certain scene over again. So I'll be gonna watch this hour-long show, and then I might have to go back and watch again, and do it again. I'd be like, oh, child. And then some show they're so complex that you literally got to study. Like when I do Queen Sugar, not so much Greenleaf, because Greenleaf is not hard, but a Queen Sugar and a David Makes Man, you got to be sitting there focused, like pen and paper, focus, pause, or during a commercial break. Okay, let me jot down, because sometimes I can't even.
You guys do it like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
When it comes to notes, you guys just watch, like, say you David Makes Man, you watch it. Sorry. Do you watch a show first just for entertainment, and then the second you watch it again just for making notes, or
No, there's no time. What I
okay.
usually do is if I'm watching it live, sometimes I can take notes as I'm watching it. But if it's one of those more complex shows, commercial breaks are my best friend because I will be in a commercial break feverishly jotting down notes. I like OWN because they don't have as much money as the big networks tend to have longer commercial breaks than the big networks. And so, and I noticed that, so it gives me a little more time, but sometimes I be like, oh my God, I can't, sometimes I do have to pause it so I can take those notes because those difficult shows, it gets really complex. And on my reviews, I don't just do a recap of what I saw. I might give you more insight into like literary nuances or why this makes sense for the exposition, or this is the climax, and different things like that, how this applies to the development of that character, and different types of insights that I am viewing, and so forth. And that takes some time. But I don't write everything down. I don't write word for word. I just jot down bullet points. And when I go back and look at my little bullet points, I will remember exactly what it was I wanted to say.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I don't know how Really B does it, but it just depends for me on the show. Some shows I can write notes as I'm watching. Some shows I gotta watch, take it in, digest it, and then jot down notes. So it really just depends.
Okay.
I used to take all these notes and then I would never look at them. So now that's why I be fucking up the names so much. But I'm trying to do better with the names.
See, my brain capacity, I'm not going to remember everything that happened. If I don't have notes, I'm not going to remember. Mm-mm. I won't. I'll forget something.
But
I'll be like,
especially if it's a new show, I'll take notes if it's a new show and it's new characters and it's new this and new that. Like RuPaul, I have to take notes. There's too many queens right now. I don't know these people, that kind of stuff. But like for example, tonight with Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, I know these fools. You know what I'm saying? I know the
and
characters.
it's not that I don't know people, but I will
No,
forget
I know
what
you.
happened scene to scene.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I won't remember. I would not remember what happened scene to scene.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes it's stuff that I
Like,
meant to say and then I forgot to say it. But I write down all these damn notes and then I don't look at them.
like for example, to break the fourth wall, like a Love and Hip Hop. I'm gonna show you my notes for this is what Love and Hip Hop, New York, season 10, episode 12, right? So I have 3 pages of notes because I can't stand it and they don't give me a lot to talk about. But when I go to a complex show like For Life, let me show you what that looks like. My notes for that look like.
This is some in-depth notes.
I take copious notes. My notes for For Life is 1. That's the start of it, right? For Life, episode 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of notes that I done took from that show. Cause it's a complex show. It's a lot going on. And I be feverishly jotting down, notes. This is it word for word what I'm gonna say. These are just notes to remind me of what I saw and things that I may want to speak about, because then I still have to add my own insights and stuff to the stuff that's in there. So for my complex shows, I will have page and page and page. For the not so much shows, I might have 3 pages, 2 or 3 pages sometimes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I don't know. The Cat's Meow says he pauses for notes, but because he tends to
Sometimes
get
I
lost
have
in the scene.
Sometimes I have to pause just to make sure that I get the thought out before we move to something else.
Now I know Ashley tapes hers during commercial breaks.
Mm-hmm.
She'll watch that segment, and on a commercial break, she'll tape. and then we'll go back after the commercial, and then so she actually tapes hers during the commercial break. So by the time the show is over, she's pretty much done. She just has to do some light editing, splicing things together, add her intro. Me, because I'm so lazy with editing, sometimes I just like to do one good take, add my intro, and put it out. Now, with my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I do sometimes do more editing because I always have my hashtag FTFB moment for Atlanta, because they always give me a fall the fuck back moment, as I like to call them. My hashtag FTFB. They always give me one where I have to just have this rant and go off. So that takes some editing. But different things that I do.
What from the last two reactions I've done, I've noticed when it comes to editing, it's the syncing of the sound with when
Oh,
is actually moving.
listen, that is so. Now that is when you get into editing and you got to add sound, and that sound has to sync with the video. That's the stuff that will give you nightmares. You will sit there for hours working on a freaking fraction of a second trying to get it to a line. Otherwise, the mouth or the arms may be doing one thing that doesn't align with the music, and you're like, it's maddening. It's maddening. That is maddening. But yeah, it's just, it takes some time. And like, I'm about to let us off now so my fellow reviewers can get to shows that they have to do. And I'm going to go.
Or back to work. Or
Yeah, we got to get back to work.
I'm about to put my cake in the oven.
I'm waiting for my delivery of my food. Shout out to Lovely Love for the Cash App and making that possible.
For allowing me to join in with the heavy hitters.
I thought you was saying I'm making a joint. I was like, all right, come through, bust through with the marijuana. I was like, okay, well, then go ahead.
No.
I don't really smoke blunts. I smoke skin blunts, but that's a whole different story.
Lord, I'm trying to
fix it, God.
And you just gonna mess it up right there. I'm just gonna slide and just slide back.
Anyway, but thank you everybody in the chat that came through, been sitting with us for over 2 hours while we've been playing around with thumbnails and stuff like that, and we gave some advice. These are things that sometimes you don't get this kind of insight from some of your favorites, and I just want to be able to offer you a little bit of something, because there's always somebody who's wanting to get started, I want to do it, but I'm kind of scared, or I don't know if I can, or what resources do I use, or how do you make that happen? And I just always want to be able to, lend an open ear, or be able to, do what I can. Can you do a video on editing, please? I can, if you want me to.
That young gentleman who just
Jaded does
needs to do the video on editing.
Like,
yeah, Jaded's he's supposed to be working with me on my editing.
I'm so lazy that I've gotten out of my editing like I normally used to, but because you got to be able to devote hours. That's the first rule of editing is you have to be able to devote hours. And if you aren't able to devote some hours, like it's maybe like, okay, Saturday is my editing day, because it literally, you can sit there and before you look up, 4-5 hours don't went by.
I got a question. Idris Elba said he didn't have any symptoms. So why the fuck did he get tested?
Maybe they tested everybody.
I'm just wondering.
It might be because he's on a movie set.
Oh, maybe
he's around, a lot of people, and they're just testing everybody that's there.
On top of different locations.
You cannot see his makeup.
Yes, I can.
Why you want to play games with people?
Don't lie like that.
Why you want to hear you playing games?
Say a game on me.
Why you want to play? That was my jam.
Yeah.
Oh. Why you want to play on me? Oh.
I think I need to take a nap. I think I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for loving on me. We're going to the after show. Thank you for. I ain't getting no cash apps or super chats, but if you send it, I will receive it, and I thank you kindly for any cash apps or super chats that you may do. What else? Yeah, I think that's all we got for y'all today. If there's nothing else, thank y'all for coming. Yeah, Jada, I did send you the link if you coming to the after party. I know you're at work, but that's all we got.